So I'll be starting this recording actually. So yeah, hi guys. So welcome to the Digital Forensic and Incident Response Plan. So I and my team will be presenting the assessment and we'll be walking through each and every task which is being presented by us. So here we can see the email vector analysis. So phishing entry point, which is one of the malicious Word document. So which is sent to the Jessica Driving Solutions from the Hardwood Hallman at proton.com email address. So we can see all the contents here. So he says that we regret to inform you that we have parked lawfully, and he's fining, and he's also trying to make sure that the user is opening the Word document. So here we can see the subject parking fine and from to and date as of 31st, as it is like showing like 31st May 2021. So phishing indicators tells us that he the it is sent from the Proton email address commonly used for anonymity and false urge and legally threat to pressure the user, which is all the password. The file is like password protected by email antivirus scanning, and we can also see the external email address. Sorry, external link is mentioned and pretends to be scanned, clean, and interest. So this email is clearly malicious and is the initial entry point of the attack. So once the zip is opened, and it is likely delivers a malicious Word document to the macro execution, second stage payload delivery, and the potential system compromise or a data exfiltration. So we can, as we can see, as I've extracted here and analyzed the Jessica Jones.zip file, so we can clearly see here what all the metadata which is here and everything. So after like opened, runs automatically using auto open functions, which is here, which we can see here, and executes a PowerShell commands to download another file, drops and executes a file called the svc host.exe in the temp folder. So the document even shows a fake error message to trick the user info in thinking the file is failed to open, which reduces the suspension. So here we can see that the all the suspicious files as mentioned here, svc host and command.exe after executing the jessica.jones files. And the summary, if you can see the summary of the Word document here, is that the auto open macro ensures that execution immediately when the Word document is opened by the user. So the remote file is downloaded from the so and so URL from as a svc host. So the macro then launches the svc host.exe with the parameters suggesting to remote command session or a reverse shell. So a fake message is also shown to avoid any doubt or suspicions. So if you can see the compromise part from Olivia, the suspicious keywords detector is called all the technical words like shell, PowerShell, download, fail, start process, and create objects. So external domains we can see as listed here. So if you can see also see the like the file indicators downloads svc host.exe and intercept and risk level. This macro provides an initial foothold for the attacker, which is the initial point. It enables the remote code execution and possibly interactive control over the system. The attacker uses channel to also exfiltrate the data, download more malware, and install persistence and mechanisms. So this is the end of the file interruption and risk level. So if you can jump on to the second stage of the another bart.7.z file. We can see here is that the despite the JPJ extension, the bar.jpj is not an image. Static analysis using the file strings command shows it's actually a Windows executable. So as we can see here, so it is actually a UPX-packed method used to hide a code from the antivirus tools. So it contains a binary code, not image data. It's saved run silently with no user interaction. So after uploading the file successfully in the viral total, it has also found a 41 security windows flagged. So it is also though even though it is not a jpg file, it is it is not an image file, so it is a malicious file. So using the string command, non-text binary context was observed supporting that this is a compiled program. The compiled with a virus total result. The executable is identified as a netcat tool. So they strongly suggest that the file is responsible for enabling a persistent attacker access and potential data exfiltration, linking to the previously reported bandwidth. So we can also see the remediation part. So if you can see the remediation part is that immediately isolate it from the network, terminates a suspicious process and delete the dropped payload, remove the persistent mechanisms and everything. So if you want to also it is advised to reimage the system if root level access compromise is suspected. So in order to prevent this attack, several points are discussed. Disable the Office macro by default, especially in .doc document files, and macro support blank documents and filters attachments all the files, and train users, employees, and deploy EDR solutions in the company. So in conclusion, this investigation reveals a phishing-based attack using a macro-enabled Word document to deliver a second-stage netcat-based payload suggestions in an image. So the macro-enabled remote command execution and the payload likely to support a data exfiltration linking to the 200 GB of bandwidth incident. So here's the task two, hand over to my one of the colleagues. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Bharati, you can
Hi
go on from
everyone.
here.
Yeah, sure. Uh, Hi
Hi
everyone. So
everyone.
in
So in
task two,
task 2,
I will
I
be
will be
walking
walking
through
through
the
the
analysis of
analysis of
malware,
malware,
multiple malware
malware
samples
samples
discovered on
discovered
a
on a
compromised
compromised
Windows
Windows
7
7
system.
system.
Our
Our
focus
focus
was on
was on
both
both
static
static
and
and
dynamic
dynamic
techniques, as
techniques
well
as
as
well
the
as the
identifying
identifying
anti-forensics
anti-forensics
method
method
used to
used to
evade
evade
the
the
detection.
detection.
We
We
analyzed the
analyzed the
four
four
suspicious
suspicious
files:
files,
low
low
um,
um,
low
low
rider
rider
dot
dot
execution
execution
job
job
DDL
DDL
and
and
needle
needle
3
3
dot
dot
execution
execution
and
and
picture
picture
safe dot
safe dot
execute.
execute.
The
The
goal
goal
was
was
to
to
the
the
goal
goal
was to
was to
perform our
perform our
analysis. We
analysis. We
used a
used a
combination of
combination of
tools
tools
as
as combination of tools
like
like
PS
PS
or
or
Studio
Studio
for the
for the
static
static
malware
malware
indicators
indicators
and
and
dependency
dependency
worker
worker
to
to
view the
view the
input
input
tables,
tables
and
and
a
a
Progmon and
Progmon and
process
process
explorer
explorer
for the
for the
runtime
runtime
behavior,
behavior
and
and
detect it
detect it
easy
easy
to
to
detect the
detect the
packers
packers
and
and
up,
up,
obfuscation.
obfuscation
Uh, Due to
due
the
to the
stealthy
stealthy
nature of
nature of
these
these
files, the
files. The
static
static
analysis
analysis
provided
provided
most of
most
the
of the
insights.
insights.
Starting
Starting
with the
with the
needle
needle
3
3
dot
dot
execution,
execution.
starting with the
Starting with the
needle
needle
3
3
dot
dot
execution
execution
file,
file,
the
the
PS
PS
Studio
Studio
revealed
revealed
several
several
red
red
flags:
flags,
high
high
entropy in
entropy in
dot
dot
text
text
and
and
RSRC
RSRC
section,
section,
suggesting
suggesting
packing or
packing or
encryption.
encryption.
Use of
Use of
suspicious
suspicious
APIs
APIs
like
like
Virtual
virtual
Alloc
alloc
and
and
Create
create
Remote
remote
Thread,
thread,
commonly
commonly
used
used
for the
for the
p-
uh,
process
process
injection.
injection.
No
No
valid
valid
digital
digital
signature.
signature.
DIE
I
confirmed the
confirm the
use of
use of
UPS
UPS
packing, a
packing, a
popular
popular
method
method
to
to
bypass the
bypass the
antivirus
antivirus
scanning.
scanning.
And the
And the
dependency
dependency
worker
worker
showed the
showed the
unresolved
unresolved
DLL
DLL
imports,
imports
pointing to
pointing to
manual
manual
AP
AP
resolution,
resolution,
a
a
tactic
tactic
to
to
defeat
defeat
static
static
scanners.
scanners.
Next slide,
Next slide,
please.
please.
Um,
Um,
Next we
Next we
can
can
run
run
picture
picture
safe
safe
dot
dot
execution
execution
in a
in a
virtual
virtual
machine.
machine.
Here's
Here's
what
what
stood
stood
out.
out.
It
It
executed
executed
silently with
silently with
no
no
user
user
interface,
interface.
no
No
files were
files were
dropped,
dropped,
and
and
almost
almost
no
no
registry
registry
or
or
network
network
activity
activity
was
was
observed
observed
here.
here.
It's
It's
likely
likely
waiting for
waiting
the
for the
C2
C2
instructions
instructions as a um,
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 as a
as a
backdoor.
backdoor.
A
A
process
process
explorer
explorer
confirmed
confirmed
it
it
ran
ran
quietly
quietly
in the
in the
background.
background.
These
These
behaviors
behaviors
suggest it
suggest it
used
used
uh,
uh,
delayed
delayed
execution or
execution or
sandbox
sandbox
evasion
evasion
techniques.
techniques.
Next slide,
Next slide,
please.
please.
Additional
Additional
files
files
and
and
behaviors.
behaviors.
Parent
Parent
safe
safe
execution
execution
showed
showed
similar
similar
signs of
signs of
obfuscation.
obfuscation.
PS
PS
Studio
Studio
uh,
uh, flagged it for using functions like shell, execute, and sleep. Again, DIA identified UPX packing dependency worker reported missing imports hinting at API obfuscation. All this points to a common pattern packing stealth and minimal on disk activity, all are designed to bypass detection and analysis. Uh, several stat, several anti-analysis techniques were used across these files. UPS packing to compress and obfuscate code, high entropy import sessions, API obfuscation via missing import tables, no digital signatures, making them suspicious by default. Minimal observable behavioral, likely to evade automated sandboxes, time stomping to manipulate file timestamps and hide their true age. These signs clearly shows that the attackers tried to evade traditional forensic methods and make analysis more difficult. So to conclude this, our analysis revealed that these files from a multi-stage malware chain that's a that's a heavily obfuscated and are designed for stealth. The use of UPS packing, API evasion, and silent um, backdoors all point to a moderately sophisticated threat, more than amateur level, but not quite a nation state. This emphasizes the need for combined static and behavior analysis and for organizations to use tools that can detect packed binaries and monitor the runtime activity even when the malware tries to hide. Yeah, that's the task 2 part. Thank you.
Guys, task 3.
Hello everyone. In task 3, we focused on implementing the phishing attack that targeted driving solutions. Our goal was to analyze the origin, intent, and the techniques used by the attacker and to build a profile of the threat actor behind this incident. The attacker used a Proton mail address to maintain anonymity. The infection started with a phishing email leading to macro-enabled Word document. Eventually, this triggered a PowerShell command to download and execute a remote file disguised as an image. The executable payload was misnamed as a .jpg to hide its intent. It executed from the temp directory, mimicking a system process name. The use of reverse shell access suggests a need for control over the victim machine. Based on the methods used and tools observed, we assess the attacker to be a part of an organized cybercrime group. The objective appears to be financial, likely involving theft of sensitive or marketable data. Although we can't identify the exact individual or group, the tactics and infrastructure point to a known cybercriminal model. Our confidence level of 70% reflects solid technical evidence, even if conclusive identification is not possible. And thank you. Next is task 4. I will be hand over to my friend Hassan.
Hi guys, this is task 4 introduction and incident response plan for driving solution introduction. This is according. This one is security incidents at driving solution demonstrated by companies need established and it based on the NIST computer security incidents handling guide SP 861 Web 2. So according to this, we have plan based of NIST computer security incidents handling guide. There are 4 phases of this introduction and driving solutions. So we have to go through each process, how we preparation, detection, analysis, containment, irrigation, and recovery, and post-incident activity. The plans are also outline essential tools and techniques to detect, respond to, and recover from attacks. So in the phase one, we have prepared everything like establish an incident response teams according to developed security policies, train employees, and then crowd strict essential email, antiviruses, apply proactive techniques, red teams versus blue teams simulates regular vulnerability scans, periodic threats hunting exercises in phase one. We do in this phase one only preparation like between 1 2 and this. After phase one we have in phase two we detect and containment recovery, like we use some tools like Splunk for centralized log collection and altering monitor for indicators compromises, unusual outbound traffic, suspicious file types like decom.exe files, and collect forensics evidence using tools like FTK Imager, Volatility Framework, Memory Clonalize, Disk Imaging, and like containment eradication, recovery, immediate action, disconnected infected devices from network, use EDR tools to eliminate malwares, and we use unusual outbound traffic, suspicious file types, and in recovery, we restore from clean backup like Veeam. That's the tool. Monitor system post recovery for friction, and notify ICO under DGPR if personal data was affected. In phase 4, in this phase 4, post-incident activity plus tools and techniques, we do some post-incident actions like conduct a review meeting with all stakeholders to assess response effectiveness, and also we update the IR plan with lessons learned and new improvements, how we can use these incident actions and how we can prevent retain staff if humans error contributed in the incident. If not, then we don't retain the staff in humans. Document the incident for compliance and audit requirement for DGPR. Next. And these are the some tools and techniques for better preparedness, like there are some categories, examples of tools and purpose, like as endpoint protection, CrowdStrike's essential one. For purpose, we use real-time threat detection to detect anonymous and suspicious traffic. We use Zeek, where Wireshark, and this category comes on network monitoring. In the category of log management, we use Greylog, and also we can use Splunk, and for this purpose we aggregate and analyze security logs. In the category of phishing simulation, we use KnowBe4. That's the tool we use for train staff to detect phishing, and the backup for backup and recovery we use VM, ensure clean and restorable backup. We use this tool for ensure our backup is clean and restorable. And then at the end, vulnerability scanning, we use NISUs. This can be used for identify and prioritize security risks. These are the some tools and techniques we can use for our categories and examples and for these purposes. So these are the NIST for done. So next task is Umar. So Umar can be start.
Hi, my name is Umar, and I will be doing exit task 5, which was labeled kill chain analysis for the phishing attack. So in this task, I analyze the phishing attack on the driving solutions using the cyber chain model. It was developed by Lockheed Martin, and this framework breaks cyber attacks into 7 stages. And these stages include reckoning, reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installation, command and control, and action on objectives. And I will be describing briefly all these attacks, how they were used in the uh, uh, in this scenario. So in the first step, the reconnaissance, the attacker likely gathered information on Jessica, perhaps through leaked credentials or open source data, and crafted a believable email using a legal parking fine as a bait. And for the next step, weaponization, he used a malicious Word document which was named jessicajones.com and was created, and it was embedded in a password protected zip file to bypass email security. The document contained an auto-open macro that launched a PowerShell command. And the next step was the delivery. The phishing email was sent from a Proton mail address, so leveraged that created an sort of urgency and a legal pressure to get the user to open the attachment. In the next steps, exploitation and installation, uh, in these steps mostly uh, these steps show how the malware was installed and how it affected the computer. So in exploitation, once the victim opened the file doc m file and enabled the macros, the malware executed automatically, and PowerShell was used to download a second stage file which was bart.jpg, which was disguised as an image but was actually an executable file. And in the next step installation, the file was saved as svchost.exe in the temp folder and executed without the user's knowledge. Likely, it established precedence through the registry or startup folders. And in the next step, command and control, the fake image file opened a reverse shell connection to a VPS host domain. This allowed the attacker to remotely execute commands on the already compromised machine. And in the action on objective, the attacker filtrated a significant amount of data, about 200 KB, suggesting the goal of the hacker was data theft or for financial gain. This aligns with organized criminal cyber criminal behavior. In the next slide, we will see how this attack could have been stopped sooner. The cyber kill chain model helps us identify these missed opportunities for defense. For example, in the delivery stage, better email filtering or zip file sandboxing and antivirus scanning could have blocked the message. Also, in the exploitation stage, disabling macros by default would have stopped the macro from running. And in the installation stage, endpoint detection and response tools could have flagged the unusual use of PowerShell or the presence of svchost.exe outside system 32. Also, in the C2 stage, the monitoring for unusual outbound network traffic to unknown domains could have revealed the reverse shell connection. By breaking the chain at any point, we could have stopped the attack before major damage could have occurred. So, in conclusion, this phishing attack followed all the 7 stages of the cyber kill chain, from initial recon to data exfiltration. By mapping this attack, we gained uh, a clear timeline of the attacker's actions. Also, we gained an insight into where defenses failed and also a guide for improving future prevention and detection. This reinforces why organizations need layered defenses and a proactive monitoring to disrupt threats early. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you, guys. And these are all the references we have used till now for the presentation which we have delivered so far. I hope the presentation was done very good by us. Thank you, guys, for the all the presentation which you have given. Thanks everyone for all the contribution you have given. So I think this is the presentation by all the group members who are present in the here now. So hereby we so present the presentation which you have done for us. So this will be the end of the presentation. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you all of them.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
any words to add it? I think that's it. That's it, right? No worries. Yeah.